20 different ways to survive. 20 different ways to survive in a survival situation with duct tape. Duct tape fits in every backpack and gives you the possibilities for 20 different usings in a survival situation, which can save your life someday. You think it's not possible? I show you that it is possible. Welcome back, my name is VanessaBlank from Wild Woman Bushcraft, and I show you 20 different ways to survive with duct tape. The first possibility have you already seen at the thumbnail photo. I stand there with covered mouth and my hands are also fixed. And if you have no cuffs or other possibilities, duct tape is a perfect way to fix someone. I hope when you come in a survival situation, you will not have another extreme situation that you have to fight against other human and you have to fix them, to cuff them. But we never know what happens. So if you have duct tape, you can stop the movements of another person that they can't run away. Another possibility is to make a spear. You only need a sharp thing like a pocket knife or a normal knife and duct tape. And of course, nobody of us has a full package with duct tape every time with him. But this here is an old credit card, and I just roll the duct tape around. And as you can see, it doesn't need a lot of space. And this can be carried everywhere, in your pocket, in your backpack, in your EDC, in where your money is, so just everywhere. So I've cut all the branch parts away that is not so uneven. Normally I should also remove the bark, but it's only our example. So search a even branch. Good is always hazelnut because it's very straight and also harder than willow, which is also straight growing but very flexible. So, and now you have a small pocket knife like the Swiss pocket knife, or a bigger knife like this here. It is the Fällkniven F1 Pro, I think the most popular bushcraft knife, and just fix it now with the duct tape. And if you have a shorter distance and a longer branch than mine, it should be around 1 meter and 50 centimeter, which is 3 foot. And then you can hunt like wild boars or something when you came to a closer distance. Don't do this with your knife if you are not in a survival situation. When it comes in the air and there are a lot of stone, your knife will not be sharp. So my spear is not long enough and it is not complete even. And of course I have not the sharp point only here in the middle. I have a lot of weight here now at one side, and that means you have to try a lot before you really can hunt with it, because it doesn't fly in the complete direction as you want it because of the weight at this side. So you have to try a lot that you can see how it works, how I have to shoot, in which direction that I hit this target. But it works really effective if you try a lot, and of course when you have to fight at a close distance, this is also great. For example, wild boars, you don't want them to hurt you, so with this branch you have a distance and you can really fight with it. When you are in a real survival situation, that means that you are far away from the next civilization. That means you have to walk a lot. And if you walk a lot, it could happen that your shoe is damaged sometimes. When you have sharp stones, you maybe can crush a hole inside of your shoe, or the grip part of the shoe is going away from the other part. And walking like this can be very dangerous, especially when you are in a rough area where you can fall down, for example, or just slip and fall to a rock. And you can repair it very easy with duct tape. So you can repair it very simple if you just put it around your shoe, and now everything is where it should be again. Of course, this works not for miles, but for a short time it's useful. And the great thing by duct tape is you don't need a knife or scissor, you just can make it away with your fingers, and it works very easy. When you are on your way for several days and maybe trail hunting, dog and people are on their way to search for you, it would be great if you can leave a sign where you are. And you can also use duct tape for this. When you just leave a note, leave something, a sign on a tree, you can also show the direction, in which direction you're going, and with a little bit of luck, the persons who search for you can see this. Duct tape is possibly in every color, also in neon colors and in signal colors, and also reflecting. And this would be better, because when a flashlight lights them on, they reflect and it is just better visible. When you are with a child in a difficult area where it could fall down very deep, like in the mountains, it's great if you can not carry the child, but just have it in a safety area. And you can use this duct tape like a string if you have enough of it. So just here is the itchy part, and just close it, and then the bigger you need it, the more you need of this. And of course it works not really like a rope or a string. If you have something else, use this, but when there's just no other possibilities, you can also use this to create a rope out of it. And maybe, yeah, you could also carry your child with it at your back, if you have enough, like a backpack, when you have a small kid, and just have always one hand for safety around, that it cannot fall down if this doesn't hold anymore. One part doesn't hold too much weight, but if you just put enough around, it could be very stable. And like I told you, always use to plus your hand if you use it as a backpack carrier or for a safety string for your child in difficult areas. Don't think that this really can hold someone. It's just a little bit more safety, but not, you know, I wouldn't hang myself on this, also not a child, because you never know when it breaks, and then, no, we don't want this. With this ball pencil you can write on duct tape, and you can leave important information there, that you need help, or why you need help, what's your problem, if you are wounded, if you have any injuries, in which direction you walk, and all of this important stuff, in the hope someone find it, read it and help you. When you got lost on your hiking day, you had no bottle with you, so you can only drink if you find water in a lake or in a creek, and finally you found a bottle. in the middle of nowhere, but the bottle has a hole. But you have duct tape with you. Just make it dry, because when it's dry it doesn't fix it very well. And when it is dry you can press it. And now you can carry water. If you are not a subscriber yet and you want to see more videos like this in the future, feel free to click subscribe. Thanks! And if you don't want to miss any video, you can press and activate the bell. This is complete without costs. It just notifies you when a new video from me is out. If you are on your way with an air canoe and you have a small hole, you maybe can also repair it with duct tape, but I'm not sure if it really saves your life, if it's really hold for a long time. It's really possible to get blind in the winter months when the sun shines on snow, and if you have glasses and they are broken at your bed path, you can fix it with paracord. Also, when you wear a glass because you see so bad and the glasses are broken and you doesn't see a lot around you, it could happen that you fall over a stone, fall with your head to another stone, and then it's over because you are bad and seriously injured. So smaller pieces can be fixed with the duct tape, and it can also fix pipes in your car. If something is broken in your car, and you can try to fix it with duct tape, and then you get to the next town where you can get it repaired. If you have a wound, you can use whatever you find where it is clean, like cotton, a piece of your clothes, or woman hygienic articles. Press it on the wound and fix it with duct tape. For deep wounds there is another alternative. You use the same method for blister care, because when you walk for a long time your shoes can be very hard and then you have a blister, and when they are open it hurts a lot and you can get an infection. So close it and put something between, which makes a distance between the shoe and the wound, that it doesn't get worse than it still is. One rain break later. When you get lost over the summer months or just are in an area where the sun burns down at the ground, that you get roasted like a chicken at the barbecue, you need something to protect your head from the sun, because otherwise you will get a sunburn and you get crazy in your head when you have the full day sun at your head. So protect your head. Leave, if it's possible, your clothes where they are, that you don't get sunburn around there. And if you have enough duct tape with you, collect yourself primitive hat. I don't win a beauty contest with it, but it's functional, and that's the important point. If you want, you can also fix it here, that it don't swipe away from your head, but it works, and that's what we need. So it don't have to be beautiful. When you hurt yourself and you have a deep wound by a knife, axe, or just sharp stones, you need something to close the wound, because it stops the bleeding and it stops you from getting another dirt inside, which brings your infection. And then you need a clamp plaster. So for example, this here is now my wound. I cannot show here blood or fake blood, because this will get censored. So if you have a piece of plastic, you can cut the duct tape very well together with the plastic. For example, if you have a land card with you which is into plastic, you can use this. And then you can also cut such stuff which helps you to get your wound closed. This is now for a big wound. You can also cut it smaller, of course. And I show you now how it looks. So this is how it would look. I also use the small straps, so you just have to check how big is the wound, how long is it, and then you can check how long you need those stripes. You can also use the duct tape for making butterfly plasters. When you have a cut on the finger, it just looks like the butterfly flies. It works also really good. I create out of the head that I've made before now a pot or something like a glass where I can drink out. It's great if you find water but you have nothing to carry it. You can create a bowl to carry the water. Of course, it's not made for using in the water, and at one point it will just get damaged, but for closer distance, I think maybe 2, 3, 4 days it could be fixed like this, and then you have to repair it or just create a new one. Everywhere in the nature you can find human trash, everywhere. Also when nobody lives there for the last 100 years, you can find trash. Also at the beaches. And in a survival situation you can use all this trash. For example, if you find a piece of plastic like a dirt bag, trash bag, or something like a tarp which was used to cover wood, you can use it as a rain cover and fix it with duct tape, because when it rains you can very soon to a dangerous body temperature, because it's just so cold, and your body also, when you don't eat enough, is really struggling to have your body temperature stable, and this can also help you great. Also during the night, if you have no sleeping bag or nothing to cover, put plastic over and under your body. It's better than nothing. A tent pole or a fishing rod can also be repaired with duct tape when it's broken. If you are on a fish camp adventure and you've got lost, you can almost bring your own food out of the water. Or if you have a tent and something is broken, repair it. You also can repair the plane of the tent when you have a hole there. To have everything in your hand area what you need for example protection against wild animals, you can make yourself a belt out of the duct tape. Just double it that there is no itchy area outside, and you can put your knife on it. And if you are a long time in the wilderness, you will get very hungry and lost a lot of weight, and then your trousers will be around your knees because you are so thin, and you can help you against this problem also with duct tape. If you have a muscle tear or tender tear, or just swoop away with your feet and it hurts a lot, it can be that you have to fix it for several days. Maybe you cannot just rest and relax, you have to walk, and then you can help your body if you just make everything fixed around, that you don't move it too hard. And how it works I show you now. You need even branches and of course duct tape, and you just fix it around. So now I can't move my knee, which is what I want. And of course you can use more duct tape that it's stronger, and you have to look that you have no parts of broken branches around that will hurt you when you carry it and move it. If you are able to build yourself a bow out of animal tendon and a good flexible branch, you can create the feeders which you need at the arrow as duct tape, because you need those feeders at the end of the arrow for stabilizing in the flight. And if you don't find a feeder in the wilderness, you can use the duct tape to do it. The last thing what I want to show you today is how to stop a wound from bleeding with a pressure cover. You can also use a just piece of your clothes, piece of cotton, but check that it's so clean as it possible. So what women often have with them are this here. So this is very strong now. Don't do it too strong, because then the blood cannot flow anymore, and you have to open it when you don't feel your hands, or it's just such a feeling in your hand that you cannot feel everything well. Then it is too strong. So don't do it so strong as I do it here, because then you have to remove it in a short time. And by removing, it can happen that you open the wound again and it would again bleeding, so would be not so good. So I hope I can give you now some important information for survival situations, and it's just great in how many different ways you can use this duct tape. It's really impressive. So I hope you like this video. There are a lot more possibilities for using this duct tape in crisis and survival situation, but it's too much for this video. If you have any other ideas what you can do with this duct tape in such situations, feel free to write it in the comments. I'm very looking forward what ideas do you have. If we have the same sorts, or if I learn something complete new, I'm looking forward to it. So I'm out for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, feel free to thumbs up and comment. And if you are not subscribed yet, I'm happy if you following me from today on. Feel free to press the bell to don't miss any video in the future. Have a great time. We see us. Bye bye.